Hi, I'm Ross McNeil. This is the second read-through, and if I allocate roles. So, Alan, do you want to play Finn again?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'll be Brooklyn. Do you want to do Lauren again? Okay. Do you want to do Mum?
Yeah.
And teacher. Oh wait, do you want to do Brooklyn and I'll do the directions? Is that okay? Okay. Alright, if you don't want to do Brooklyn.
No.
Okay.
Do you want me to do the teacher then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That works. Cool. Okay, so scene 1, day, living room. Finn is a 17-year-old boy with a slim build, dark and unkempt hair. He gives off the vibe he is a bit weirder than most people his age and doesn't have too many friends. He is lying on the sofa watching TV with a pair of shorts and a loose t-shirt on. He is balancing a mug on the side of the sofa and has a plate with half-eaten toast balancing on the edge of the sofa. From another room, we hear a woman's voice.
Finn, I'm off now. Can you please hoover today? Finn, did you hear me? I asked you to hoover up. I'm going to be gone for a week. I'm sure it won't kill you to handle a bit of hoovering.
Sorry, Mum. Sure, yeah, on it.
Love you, bye.
A car starts up and we see Finn leap up from the sofa, dart towards the window. As he gets up, he knocked off the plate sitting there and has to turn back around to pick it up.
Oh shit.
Finn picks up the toast and plate and runs back over to the window to see his mum driving away. Now that Finn's mum has left, he has a new light in his eyes and runs upstairs as if it was Christmas up there. However, just as he is about to get to the top, he nearly bumps into Lauren, his sister. She is fully clothed, unlike Finn. She is sporting an apron and a white shirt. Finn is completely thrown off and was not aware that she was home.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Why are you running up the stairs?
What? I was just, going to my room.
Alright, weirdo. I'm off, yeah. I'll see you later.
Lauren leaves downstairs. Finn runs his hands down his face and takes a deep breath, and then he enters his room. We see the door open slowly, and light gleams through the door as it opens in a heavenly way. Scene 2, interior day, Finn's bedroom. Finn, upon entering his room, closes the door and curtains, and the room becomes dark. Not much is seen, however, there is still enough light to see what is happening. Finn then sits down on his bed. He takes some lotion and tissues from the dresser beside his bed and pulls out his laptop from a drawer. Finn opens the laptop up and we see a blue light from the screen illuminate the room. Finn is talking to a person through text on his laptop. We see several messages flashing on the screen in the form of a montage, including...
Brooklyn, I've missed you so much.
I miss you too, baby.
When am I going to see you? It's been too long. I'm craving you.
You know we can't eventually though.
What about for your 25th? Maybe I could give you a surprise in person.
Well, it would be a really sexy surprise if you gave me some pictures. But I need them physically, because you know what they will do to me if they ever find... Oh, because you know what they'll do to me if they ever find out about us.
Don't worry, that won't ever happen. God, I just want it so bad.
You are so good. Don't worry, we will get our time. Just remember to call me if anything happens, so we can start it.
Included in this montage, Finn is using the laptop in his room. This includes seeing Finn typing, squirting lotion, using tissues, and Finn has a clock sitting at an angle where he is unable to see it. However, through the montage, the viewer is able to see time passing throughout the day until it is later in the day. Lauren swings the door open. This causes Finn to slam the laptop shut abruptly.
Sorry, have you been in here all day?
No.
Oh my god. Oh, ew, come on, really? All day?
What? No, it hasn't been all day.
Okay, whatever. Like, have a shower or something, man. I don't know.
Lauren closes the door and Finn then picks up the clock to look at it to see that it has in fact been all day, and we see his face immediately filled with embarrassment. Scene 3, interior day, living room. Lauren is sitting in the living room and she shouts up and calls Finn down.
Finn, can you come down here, please?
He comes downstairs with wet hair and pulling a top over his head. He sits down on the sofa, looking nervous as he is sure the conversation is going to be regarding what she just saw.
Look, I didn't mean to embarrass you earlier. You know it's perfectly natural.
Please. No. Can we just not do this?
Well, you know, since Dad passed away, I feel like maybe you've got a bit more... well, you know.
No, I don't. Go on. What were you going to say?
Well, we used to go out with Dad and you would always be taking photos and we used to be inseparable. You were my rock and now you just stay in your room all day. I don't know, miss you.
Finn is tearing up as the conversation is getting more emotional.
Well, he's not here anymore, is he? I'm done with this. Good night. It's an interesting new scene, new conversation.
Scene 3, interior day, college camera equipment room. Finn's teacher is seen pulling out some camera equipment and placing it on the table with his hands sat on top of it.
Shall I just read it? So
Oh.
what did you say you needed this again for? Needed this for again?
I was going to do a shoot on some skyscrapers.
Yes, skyscrapers, man-made beauty. You know these buildings are the core of what makes the city so mesmerising. Like a snowflake, each one is unique. A work of art, every city has its own DNA and the towers are part of it. Capture it in all its beauty. Oh, and I recommend finding a corner and photographing up, making sure you capture the beautiful glass walls that will reflect light well to brighten the building up.
The teacher slides the equipment across the table to Finn.
Have fun.
You too.
Finn immediately realising how stupid of a response that just opted to leave the room as quick as possible. A day passes. We see this through Finn's change of clothing. Scene 4, interior day, dark room. We see Finn in a dark room preparing the photographs to be developed. This is in the form of a montage and is to music with a dark tone to fit the theme of what is happening. At the end, we see Finn seal an envelope and draw a quick sketch of the Brooklyn Bridge on the front of the envelope. He then collects his things and goes home. Scene 5, interior day, home living room. Finn is holding the same envelope as the previous scene, and he is dressed in a coat and hat, ready to leave the house. He unlocks the door, and just as he pulls it open, his sister comes out of nowhere.
Where are you going?
Out.
In the pouring...
Before Lauren could even finish her sentence, Finn was at the door. Scene 6, exterior night, long path. Finn is plodding along in a half-running, half-jogging kind of motion. He is clearly disgruntled by the weather, and you can tell he doesn't go out in it much. Scene 7, exterior night, car park. Finn arrives in a car park to where he wanders over to a corner and looks around eerily. Brooklyn, hiding behind a wall, she is dressed in all black and has a backpack laying in between her feet. She sees Finn arrive and unzips her backpack to reveal a knife, which she pulls out of her bag and caresses it. There are other items in the bag, however you can't make out anything. Then she looks in the bag. She looks back up to see that someone is following Finn. She looks back and forth between Finn, her bag and Lauren, and decides to retreat further, back behind the wall. Finn leaving, Lauren goes over to the corner where Finn was and pulls out the envelope he had and leaves. Scene 8, interior night, Lauren's room / toilet. Lauren's sitting cross-legged in the middle of her bed with the envelope in her hands. She opens it lightly and with care. She pulls out a photo and then another and another. She covers her mouth and darts for the toilet and starts to retch into it violently. Scene 9, night, interior, Finn's room. Afterwards, she cleans herself up and quietly creaks Finn's door open to show him fast asleep with his laptop upon the far side of the room. Lauren sneaks over to carefully take the laptop and leaves. Scene 10, Lauren's room / living room. Lauren is sitting in the middle of the bed again with Finn's laptop illuminating the room, similar to earlier when Finn was using the laptop. Lauren is scrolling through Finn's laptop with a look of pure disgust on her face. We then see Finn standing at the door holding a phone while it's ringing. Lauren looks up from the laptop and sees him on the phone.
Brooklyn, she's on to us. Get rid of it. Get rid of it all. Finn exclaimed while...
Shit.
Lauren darts for Finn, however he is running away from her downstairs. However, Finn falls and drops the phone. Lauren manages to grab it and looks at Finn, who is sitting in the corner in absolute hysterics.
How old do you seriously think you are?
It's none of your fucking business. Why don't you just fuck off?
No, this ends now.
She warned me of you. She told me you would be like this. You have ruined everything, you fucking bitch.
This is all too much. The photos, the messaging, and God only knows what else. You're my little brother, Finn. I have to do this to protect you.
Lauren picks up the phone and starts dialing. Scene 11, interior night, Brooklyn home. Brooklyn's room is as dark and eerie as she has been throughout the film, with pictures of teens on the wall, with markings on their photos and addresses are written across the pictures. Among these is a picture of Finn. Brooklyn takes a deep breath and picks up her phone and starts to call someone.
Is that what I have to say? Oh.
Yeah.
It's a lost cause between.
We hear mumbling coming from the phone, but the audio is incoherent.
I know a white virgin at his age would have gone for at least 7.
More incoherent audio.
It's fine. I'll dispose of any evidence and proceed with others.
We see Brooklyn snap the phone she was using to call Finn. Scene 12, interior day, Finn living room. The sound of the phone snapping syncs up with the knocking of Finn's door. Lauren answers and lets in social services.
You will never find her. You fucked everything up.
Scene 13, night, exterior, unknown location, random field. Brooklyn is digging a hole in the ground and we see her put in the laptop and proceed to throw dirt back onto it. Fade to black, fade in. Brooklyn messaging a new boy by the name of Matty, almost identical messages, however this time she is under the alias Alaska. Fade to black.
Okay. Right, my biggest issue is now that we should have thought of this before and we didn't. He's 17, so this is all perfectly legal and social services wouldn't be involved.
Oh really? Is it not
Yeah.
18?
No. This is why I said to you the other day about it being in America. Where did you envision it being set? Because in my head, I envisioned it being an American style film.
Right.
But obviously the legal age for consent here is 16. So actually, that kind of throws a spanner into the works of your entire film.
It does.
You just change the age.
You can just change
15.
the age to 15, because some 15-year-olds are mature. So I would just drop the age, and actually that it makes it then even more kind of controversial.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know why I didn't pick up on that the other day, but reading through this now, when you mentioned social services for a 17-year-old, social services
Do you know what I think it is? I think it's because it started being more... originally it was more about the pictures.
Yeah.
And I think, obviously, because pornography is 18.
Yeah.
And I think where I've switched it more towards, like, the relationship and trafficking, I think I've not updated the script along with that.
Yeah.
And, that's a really good point.
So there's a few spelling errors. I'll give you this script to take with you.
Yeah, I think
There's
I
a lot of
picked up on it.
S's missing from sentences. Obviously, I did step out very briefly, but I read that because obviously I wanted you to add an additional scene in with Lauren and Finn. I like that. It gives it a little bit more emotion. My biggest next issue is the... when he goes into the dark room, I think that's a perfect opportunity for him to appear sheepish. Rather than just have him going in and getting on with it, he goes in, someone else is in there, but luckily for him, that person is packing up their stuff to leave.
Okay.
So it just gives you the opportunity for him to give some kind of more sheepish action.
Yeah. Okay.
So just in that, we see Finn in the dark room preparing the photograph. So just before we see him in the dark room, we see him go into the dark room and someone else is in there, but they leave. So he's then free to kind of get on with whatever he's doing. Then my next concern is her going in and taking the laptop. How many of you have got passwords on your laptops?
Oh, I don't have a laptop. But
Everyone. But what I think you could do is, because you've added this scene now and you've talked about the dad passing away. She can go in. I think you just need a password. There needs to be a password scene. She can't just open it up and it's all there.
Okay.
It's far too easy. But I think there could be a password scene, and you could make it Dad's name or Dad's date of birth, which links back to the fact that the dad has passed away, and he's kind of emotionally not with it because the dad's not there, and Dad's name or Dad's birth date is the password. So she's able to get into it quite easily. Yeah, I think that links nicely then to the scene that they had previously.
I guess it gives it more context.
Yeah.
As to why it's there.
Yeah, and then it makes it a bit more realistic in that no one just leaves like a password unprotected.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are some layout issues. So, for example, Finn exclaims while in tears. You've put into a line of dialogue.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did
So you've
highlight
got
that.
Brooklyn, she's onto us. Get rid of it all. Finn exclaims while in tears.
I should read it out loud.
And then the second from last page, page 8. There's a lot of layout issues. So you've got her. I would bring. So I can put it like this. Again, I'll give you this one to take away. So Brooklyn, you've presented it that she's saying this as dialogue, but this isn't dialogue. So these two need to be swapped over, and then you've got action, page 8.
So like that wouldn't go here because that's an action. So you put that above here, and then again you wouldn't put like Brooklyn here. You put it here. So when Sam was reading it, he didn't know to say it because that was
Oh, okay.
Because you've got your actions mixed in with your dialogue.
Yeah,
So
I think I got confused because it wasn't actually a character, it was mumbling, so I didn't know how to write that. Okay.
And I then just think that when social services do arrive, there does need to be a police officer there as well. I just think it would have more impact to have a police officer there as well.
Okay.
Because not only is he at risk, it's against the law.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But no, really like it. Really like it. Very well done. Do you want to take that one?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Anyone else? Do you want to add anything?
I just had a few bits of like repetition, like balancing them up on the side of the sofa and then on the edge of the sofa. I know you just reword it. So, and then I put change word in here because it says not much can be seen. The room becomes dark, not much is seen. However, there's still enough light to see what is happening. I just put maybe reword it so it's not like you can still see. If that makes sense. And then you are so good. I just put change because I don't think that particularly works when she says that. Again, the teacher thing. I mean, I personally don't think it's natural, but if you choose to keep it, then that's fine. And then here in this paragraph, you mentioned the word laptop 4 times. So I was just thinking maybe just don't use the word laptop. But yeah, apart from that, everything else has been said.
And then as well, I think you could, when she goes into the bag and pulls out the knife and you say other items are in the bag but you can't see them, I would maybe make one of those rope that can be seen, because that then emphasises the fact that, because if it's just a knife, is she there to kill him? But actually, if you see a rope, that makes it more, like you think then more of kidnap.
Yeah, I did have, originally I was going to have duct tape and rope in the bag, but I thought it would give it away too quick, whereas I wanted the reveal. I wanted you to think it was more of a, like at first to be like a grooming sort of thing, and then murder, and then I wanted it to be trafficking right at the end.
Okay.
And I thought if you have the rope in the bag, immediately, why has she got a rope if she's going to kill him?
Yeah.
So she's not going to kill him.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Yeah. Again, it's your decision.
I don't know,
Really
but
yeah.
I do think there needs to be more in the bag. I just haven't really worked out what it could be that without immediately giving away the sort of twist at the end.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Well done.